we kind of chipped away at stores in the city. So we had a little storage unit in the city that we'd store our product. And so I would go there, I'd grab some samples. I had my appointments for the day. I had, I remember having a couple appointments a day because I was still doing a lot of the deliveries myself to DeLuca. So I remember going to visit La Grata. That was I remember that one. That one to me was like, if I can get into La Grata, I'm going to be so proud of myself.
So it's like another stage.
It was another stage, and I always admired that store because it had beautiful products. It was a higher end store, and it had beautiful products. And I remember making an appointment with the guy. His name was John, I believe. He's not there anymore. I think he's retired. And I remember making an appointment with him. And again, very busy guy, wearing a lot of hats. So I had a very short window. And I bought him some samples, and I really gave him this pitch, and I practiced that day. And he was like, yeah, I'll take a case of each. And I remember being like, holy moly, this is happening. So that was a really cool moment. And then so it just snowballed from there. So the Sobeys Safeways definitely came later because we weren't at that scale yet. But I remember there was a store in the city called Generation Green. I popped into there. She no longer has her store. Her name was Sherry. So I remember going and pitching to her. And slowly it was just, little stores I'd call and, can I pop in and bring you some samples and tell you a little bit about us? There was one place on Academy called G&J Andrews, and I pitched to her, and she didn't want it right away, and that was fine. And that was a store that never really gave me a yes for a long time. But that was okay. It actually happened when DeLuca's picked us up. She's like, okay, I can carry you guys now. But things like that happened. It was a lot of slow burns, a lot of stores that wouldn't get back to me right away. And I think a lot of the times they want to see you as just not like a small player, but they want to see you, okay, this company's in a lot of stores. Let's maybe pick them up now. But it was just little by little, it just kind of grew, and then the DeLucas came.